We found a mysterious graveyard next to a large ancient pueblo village that belonged to a pioneer family of early settlers in the Verde Valley. One of the members of the family buried here was a guide for the late great American Western author Zane Grey. The guide died in 1948 and was laid to rest here next to his mother, who had passed away in 1940. There are also a couple more presumably family members in this plot. It's highly unusual and maybe even rare to find a settler's family graveyard sitting next to a Sonawa pueblo. This is a mystery that makes us wonder why. What was the connection to these Native Americans? The guide was born here in a nearby settlement on Oak Creek in 1873 and may have had some Native American heritage. If true, this could possibly explain the location of the graveyard at this archaeological site. We are not giving out the family names to protect the location of this cemetery, which has already been violated by somebody with a shovel. The guide led an adventurous life as a frontiersman, hunter, and miner, as well as serving as a guide who was highly familiar with Oak Creek and Oak Creek Canyon, including what is now called the Sedona area. The time he spent here showing Zane Grey Oak Creek Canyon and Lower Oak Creek was so inspirational to the author that he wrote one of his most notable and successful novels about this place, named Call of the Canyon, which laid the groundwork for the first movie made in Sedona. It was a silent movie based on that book. However, it didn't stop there. Zane Grey loved Oak Creek and this area so much, he wrote another novel because of his experiences here, called Tales of Lonely Trails. Zane Grey earned the reputation as the father of the Western novel. His highly successful creation, The Myth of the West, helped to shape global perception of America's frontier and its values. Two other corresponding novels, Riders of the Purple Sage and The Code of the West, captured the essence of the horse and wagon cowboy culture, along with the stunning natural beauty of the Southwest, and especially the Colorado Plateau. Thus, the Wild West was born. He ended up writing more than 85 books, with 111 film adaptations, becoming America's first millionaire author. He was known for promoting wilderness preservation, and most notably for his respectful treatment of Native Americans. Zane Grey first visited the Mogollon Rim and the Verde Valley in 1918. He loved this place so much he built a hunting lodge near what is now called Payson, Arizona in 1921. This is where he spent his fall seasons, hunting and writing until 1929. He ended up leaving suddenly that year after a run-in with game officials. The story is that he was filming a bear hunt out of season, and game officials stopped him and would not give him a special use permit to complete his project. He was apparently so bothered by the incident that he decided to leave the area and said he would never come back to Arizona. It is unclear when and how Zane Grey met the guide, but it seems as though they became friends and spent a lot of time together. They must have enjoyed hunting and exploring in one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Hello. We just released a video recently that was called Giant Ancient Village Found on Google Earth. Something that was unusual in the video was that there was a settler's graveyard found right next to this large Sonola pueblo, which was sort of rare, I think. And a couple hours before we were going to release the video, I had a dream that occurred right at my home here outdoors. I was walking back around the house, and where the driveway comes up, I went around the corner and there was a wooden box on the ground that had a woman in it that appeared dead. And I decided to try and arouse her, wake her up. So I dropped a couple stones on her. She didn't move. So I decided to touch her, and when I did, to my surprise, her eyes opened up and she awakened. And then I woke up. So a little bit after that, I told my wife about it, and she said, well, I had something strange happen also. I was sitting there in the room and I heard this strange whooshing sound. I looked around and tried to figure out what it was, and then it happened again. I thought it was very strange, and I said, well, yeah, that sounds like it. And so we were wondering, did this have something to do with the people in the graveyard, which was a guide to the great author Zane Grey, and the guide's mother were buried there, as well as a couple other family members, apparently. Was this a supernatural experience where these spirits came and visited us, maybe wanting their history to be brought back to life? I don't know. Some people believe in this sort of thing. I know I do. But it was a strange set of circumstances as well. So I decided to make a little story out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. It's another beautiful day in Sedona, and happy trails. Thanks for watching.